Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in. Continuing on with my March series of wedding flowers that consists of kind of a Celtic feel to it with mostly greeneries and kind of richer textures and kind of unconventional materials. I'm going to be making a centerpiece, a topiary centerpiece, using artificial mini apples and just a variety of greeneries and other artificial flowers. So to start, I'm going to glue my artificial flower foam into the bottom, and then I'm going to make the topiary out of, that's just kind of the top half of a cemetery cone. It's got a little bit denser fiber to it, foam there. And then I'm going to use kind of a nicer stem of a artificial flower that I'd use the flower part for, but I just kept the stem. And then I'm just going to kind of push the two right together. Being a centerpiece, I kind of want to keep it a little bit lower so that it's not in the line of sight of people across from each other at the table. You can always go above, make it real tall. But if you keep it below your wrist as your elbow rests on the table, that tends to be below sight of people sitting down so you can see across the table. Lesson I learned from here, I did not push my foam all the way down, and as I went to do my topiary, it ended up punching the rest of the way through the foam because I pushed kind of hard on it. So always want to make sure that foam goes all the way to the bottom of the container. That way you don't get the sudden drop when you go to add your flowers to your topiary, or give it a heck of a lot of glue so it stays right where it's at. I'm just going to fill it in with some really cute little bits of greenery here. If you had watched my cascading bouquet last week, I used these flowers in that as well. So I'm just trying to make all the arrangements in the series kind of intermingle with each other. So the cascading bouquet is right behind me. And you can see that there's going to be a lot of those flowers in this centerpiece. So I'm going to make the topiary mainly out of the apples, kind of like an apple tree is kind of what I was going for. So I'm just hot gluing that one right at the very top, and I'm going to be using these wired picks again. They really are a great staple to have in your arsenal of tools when doing flowers in general. So either artificial or fresh flowers, they're really great to have. One thing that's kind of cool about these wooden picks with the wires on them is that when you insert it into the wet foam for fresh flowers, because it is wood, it tends to it, not inflate, what's the word, just expand, that's what I'm looking for, expand a bit as they absorb the water, so they'll stick into the foam a little bit more tighter, a little bit, they'll fasten in there tighter, I guess, because they do absorb that little bit of water. So just a little side note that they're great for fresh flowers as well, especially doing a fresh flower bridal bouquet. If you need to put a flower in there that you really want it to stay in the foam, you could always anchor it to a wooden pick there. But back to artificial flowers, I'm just hot gluing them right into these apples, just giving them a little shove, and then I'll clip down my wooden pick, and then I can push it right into the dense foam there. So as I mentioned, I'm just going to use some greenery to fill in. I'll also use some baby's breath and some of those mauve roses that you see in the background too, or in the foreground. I've got some insight right there. And what's nice about mixing the purples with the greens is that it's they're all secondary colors, so in that way they kind of relate to each other. The purples, the greens, oranges, if you just kind of follow the color wheel in that way, it kind of all blends, and they just kind of work, I guess. And this bag of apples actually has a couple of different size apples, which I didn't realize until I started putting the picks in them, that there's some smaller ones and some bigger ones. And I got these from my favorite store in the world, Hobby Lobby. relatively inexpensive for as much as you get. And then, of course, they always have sales on them too. So just watch out for those. When planning your wedding, if you know in advance what you're going to be using, just gives you time to catch all the sales. So if it's going to be a kind of a winter wedding, if you know in advance, you can kind of catch that Christmas sale that they have after the holidays where everything's like 70% off. You can kind of pick up some good stuff. Same with fall flowers. If you know that it's going to be a fall wedding or you want fall color tones, you can grab those after that season ends. Just something to keep in mind, especially if you have a budget. So I'm taking these, forget the name of them, I think Caladian leaves. But it was actually an artificial house plant that I just kind of cut apart. But I really love how big and intricate the leaves are. Um, this color style and kind of this time of year makes me think of Celtic wedding. Just lots of textures, lots of greens, just kind of heavier materials, richer materials, I guess, kind of darker colors. And that was the motivation behind this series. You see me kind of messing with the hot glue on the topiary as I was turning it because it had fallen through. It was kind of loose and it was spinning around on itself, kind of like a little wheel there. So I just wanted to give it a little bit more hot glue to keep it from spinning. I don't think it would have fallen all the way, but it's always better to be safe than sorry. I'm taking a little bit of some artificial baby's breath and just kind of poking it here and there, trying to fill in the empty areas. A wonderful designer had said, white always makes an arrangement happy, and I completely agree. So if you've got a darker color tone and you just kind of want to brighten it up, give it more of like a happier feeling, just add white and it will definitely have that effect. So from here you can add ribbon loops into it. You could have gone, I could have gone taller with the topiary. Now you could have ribbons hanging down from the bottom if you want. And also I had used an artificial stem from a flower that I'd used just the flower blossom itself. But you can also use just straight old sticks from outside if you have kind of like a birch tree that gives off a straighter stick that's not going to break. You could do that too. It really could be anything as the trunk of the topiary. And you can also put a bow down at the base. I just kind of wanted to bring some brightness to the arrangement and a little bit more of a focal to the base of the arrangement here. So I'm using this wonderful white orchid that's just going to kind of brighten it up and kind of bring your eyes right into that centerpiece and just kind of give it more of a festive look. But there you go. We got a cute little apple topiary for our wedding centerpiece. Thank you so much for watching.